Hi, I'm David Daniel. I'm going to be talking about forecasting airline lost baggage rates for class Data 625, section 9080 in the fall of 2025. This class is taught by Professor Vopalapati at the University of Maryland Global Campus. I'll start by explaining the question that I'm looking at. I have a data set that describes three major U.S. airlines. The numbers of lost baggage over the years 2004 to 2011. And some of the features that are include the name of the airline, the month that the data was recorded, the number of baggage that were lost, as well as the number of people who are enplaned, the number that bought tickets but did not board, and the number that were turned away. On this first figure, this is just a graph of the lost baggage per year for all of the airlines that are in this data set. And you can see that while the numbers vary over month, they also vary by year, with a gradual trend downward from 2008 to 2011. This is in figure 2. We're looking at lost baggage compared to the number of passengers over time. If we look in this first graph up here, I've also separated out the data by airline. So we have these three major U.S. airlines: American Eagle in blue, Hawaiian in orange, and United in red. You can see United has by far the highest number of people who are actually enplaned. And naturally, they have the highest rates of baggage loss. What is interesting, though, as even though their rates of people that are flying does decrease in later years, you can see that the baggage loss decreases a lot more aggressively. And you can see that for American Eagle as well, where they're losing fewer bags, even though the number of people who are flying pretty much remains constant or decreases slightly. And that's true for Hawaiian Airlines as well. My next question was, in order to predict where they will be going, I wanted to know if there was a linear relationship between the number of bags lost and the number of people who are flying. So I did a scatter plot to see these relationships, and you can see that these clustered out pretty nicely, which does make sense. However, the R-squared value for each of these lines was pretty poor, with the highest being 0.37. So I did not use a linear model to predict where this was going. Instead, we have a quadratic line of best fit over here, and that was a little bit better with an R-squared value of 0.48. So still not great, and 0.7 for American Eagle Airlines. So still not great, but definitely better than what we saw with that linear model. Finally, I'll conclude with the forecast for what the baggage loss will be for each of these airlines. And I do want to highlight a few things that, the forecast is only for the next 12 months, right? So whereas we have data from 2004 to 2010, it's a 12-month prediction, and you can see the kind of the error or the confidence broaden out and kind of funnel outwards as we get further away from the last date that we have data. I will say that given the poor R-squared values that we saw both in our scatter plot and with our quadratic regression there, I don't have very much confidence, right? So this is predicting that American Eagle in February will have lost 9,900 baggage, and while that's certainly possible and that is within this pretty broad error range or confidence interval, I don't have much faith in this prediction, and I would like to look for other data that may inform our prediction a little bit better. Thank you.